What's up, guys? Today is day 124, I believe, on the journey to 2000. And today we have a lot, okay? I ended up playing a bunch of games. I feel much better energy-wise, allergy-wise. I've been taking medication. I'm good. For those that don't know, I'm in Finland at my girlfriend's place. I'm allergic to cats. Feel better. Bam. So I played a bunch of games. We're going to go over those games, like 5 or 6 games. And the game we're going to end up playing today, if I lose, it essentially means I lost like 100 elo just by being here, or maybe a little less, but around. I've just been going downhill, so we'll see this first game over here, and it might be a little laggy. That's just the bad computer. I apologize. Wow. Okay, but anyway, this is how it started. It wasn't this slow when I played it, and we go over all these book moves, which felt pretty cool. We trade everything, and I'm already winning here. And I think I'm already winning because I'm just a really good player. No, because I think the bishop could just take the pawn, and that's it. I'm winning, which is what I do. He takes my pawn, I take, and here I'm just up a pawn. But my bishop kind of gets stuck, and after castling and bringing my bishop back, I actually end up losing this bishop. So now I'm down a piece, essentially. And somehow, the genius that I am goes into a middle/end game in a way that's kind of a drawn position. I kind of make this bishop not be able to do much. My opponent kind of blunders it away. And yes, I'm down 2 pawns now. 3 pawns, 2 pawns. Okay, it changes. And my opponent kind of gives me the opportunity to take this pawn. Now, over here, I shouldn't have gotten for the rook. Over here, I should have just taken his pawn, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what the best move is here. Oh, or to push the pawn, since I can create a passed pawn. So 2 against 1. And here I have this passed pawn, and right away my opponent blunders his pawn, lets me create this split pawn position. I'm able to kind of bring this to the side, and he gives me an opportunity to take his pawn, and now it's feeling pretty good. I could have blundered right here. I could have blundered checkmate. He just, actually it's not blundering checkmate, because he would take the queen first, but doesn't make sense to give away the only kind of leverage I have in this position. So I just kind of move my king around. I finally get it on the same file, and my plan is just to go all the way up and harass his king. And this is what happens. You'll see we just kind of go back and forth, and I keep checking him. The cool thing in this game is I actually blundered a win here. I missed a win. When he pushes his king here, I move my king where I think is a closer area. But what I mess up is that if I move it here, and let's say he goes to e8, I have f6 discovering a check. If he moves back again, I have rook e7. He could move to the side, and I win the pawn. So I missed this whole idea, and we just go back and forth, and it ends up being a tie. So that was the first game. And as you can see, I don't win many or pretty much any of these games. But, you know, that's life. That's what all the people say. You know, songs by Frank Sinatra. Anyway, the next game I play doesn't go as much in my favor. We go into this fantasy variation of the Caro-Kann, which I need to study more, but I don't have the right ideas. I think the knight coming here is nice, and it's an inaccuracy. Maybe I should reanalyze it. I think possibly pawn to c3 is the right move. I don't want to play around too much with the engine because the computer might crash, but I end up playing it like this, getting rid of my bishop, kind of unintentionally. And here I make a mistake. I should have taken with the queen, I believe. Let's see if this works. Oh no, or protect the center pawn. I have more opportunities to take his pawn, I suppose. He's able to take that pawn, bring his knight into the position, and now he's just completely winning. He's completely winning, probably because he could have kept up more pressure here. I'm assuming bishop b7 or something will keep the advantage. Okay, no, I was just completely wrong. That was not what he was supposed to do. Oh no, it was, yeah, bishop b7. Because these knights, the only thing protecting this knight is this one, and this one is being threatened. So I kind of made a mistake by just pushing my knight out there, I think. Anyway, he doesn't really do that. He just decides to trade, which allows my knight to get to safety. I prevent him from castling, which I thought was clever. I attack his queen. And here I really shouldn't have done this. I should have kept my bishop from stopping him from castling. What I didn't see is this very interesting idea. And I can sack a freaking knight to give a check and essentially push his king to a very annoying location. Something like queen d4 targeting the knight, and I have these freaking insane rooks, this bishop, this queen, a lot of things threatening his position. He has the split pawns, and being down a knight, I guess, is not so bad when you take all that into consideration. Anyway, I don't do that because it doesn't really look normal. Instead, I do this stuff, kind of making my bishop block anything. I don't see the fork, and that fork winning the rook kind of takes me out of my element, and I kind of shuffle back and forth. I don't know how to make my position better here. Yeah, I'm thinking he kind of weakened his king's position by pushing pawns in front of his king, but I can't do anything. And here I thought I was clever. I could maybe push this pawn. Maybe I could get this check if I lure the queen away. But the problem here is that this... The problem is the rook can't move here. And there's just too much pressure on the position. Like, if he came in with the rook, he had this like, check also, and it just looked very annoying. And here I thought the bishop could capture the queen back, and I forgot that it just clearly can't. So I kind of just keep checking, and I blunder a mate, and the position is just terrible, and I just get checkmated a little later on. And that was against Novice Chesser, you know? His name has Novice in it. My name has Master, so pretty embarrassing. Now this game is the only game I won. And yeah, look at the accuracy. Amazing game. 14 in mistakes. Jesus Christ. From what I remember, the mistakes were a little weird, but here, so many people play this. It's like a fried liver, but instead of going for the fried liver, which the knight would go to g6 to have this kind of duo attack on this f7 pawn, my opponent pushes the pawn forward. And a lot of people either do this or they do this, getting ready for this center push. And this is, I know, as the Ponziani opening. And there's some tricks in here which I learned a little bit of. And there's some stuff you could do there. Anyway, he kind of ends up doing something like that anyway. But then I come in with this knight attack. He thinks for a long time, gets rid of his bishop to have this fork attack, which I honestly just completely didn't see. Apparently, I should have developed my rook to e8. I guess because one of these pieces are going to die anyway, and I just have to accept that fact. But instead, I bring the bishop back to recapture with it, to have these eyes on the c3 pawn. He comes in with the check. And here I bring my queen so I don't get mated. That would be pretty sad. He develops a knight, brings his knight. And I'm just kind of positioning myself better. After I made this pawn move, I realized how bad it was. Because it just loosens this pawn and the protection of my king. But it's kind of too late. I kind of did it. So I try to trade as much as I can. And I'm up a pawn thinking I'm winning, or at least doing decently. And the game goes on, the game goes on. You could see all these inaccuracies, weird moves being made. And I'm kind of making quick moves until this queen move. I'm thinking I have a lot of pressure, and I'm doing really well. But this queen move actually targets my bishop, and it's very hard to decide what to do. If I move the bishop away, he has a check, just getting into the position a bit. But apparently it's fine. I think because I could hide behind my two rooks and just get my knight more into the game, attacking his position. Instead, I bring my knight back to defend the bishop, and after he brings his knight into the game, I just bring my bishop back, okay with losing this pawn, because my bishop gets protected. So I kind of analyzed that, lost a few seconds, but I did that. We trade, I bring the knight back into the position, and I find the best move in the position. Now here, I was supposed to bring my queen in. I'm not sure if I was meant to trade stuff and maybe have this pawn as a passed pawn, as a threat, or I'm not entirely sure. Again, I can't really spend too much time analyzing with the engine because of the circumstances right here. But I'm trying to keep this pressure on with the queen and rook on the file. And it actually comes in use. And I was expecting him to like just sack a bishop or a rook, and I was scared of losing the game because of that, but he doesn't, which gives me the perfect opportunity. He finally sacks a bishop here, but here it's like obvious not to take back, except I could take back with the knight. But you know what's better than that? Checkmate. So he resigns because of this brilliant move, which leads to checkmate. Okay, 3 more games and we'll finally play a game. Hopefully the computer can handle all of the gigabytes of storage or whatever. Okay, so in this game we verse Lex 1, 1, 2, 3. Obviously not a random set of numbers. And here again we have the fantasy. Everyone loves playing the Karo Khan apparently. And I don't know how to... Honestly, I should probably study this fantasy more because people at this level know how to deal with it a little better. But, I figure if I develop everything, if I exchange queens, I shouldn't have to worry. And I was kind of right. I have this perfect move with the king here. But then I allow my opponent to win a pawn. Don't ask me how. We're going to pretend everyone sees it. And I go for this trade just to be up a pawn, and it works. And here I don't find the best move. Apparently I was supposed to bring the bishop back. I'm assuming it has something to do with the knight coming in. Or maybe something like this. I'm not sure. But I bring the rook here, bishop back. We're kind of just moving pieces around. And a few moves later I find this beautiful move. Right here, actually. I just skipped over it. Right here. I move my king to safety but because I'm scared. But the second I do that, I'm like, no, I just missed a beautiful move. I hope my opponent doesn't see. And that beautiful move is knight e7 check, threatening to take the bishop, making my opponent's best move, getting rid of one of his rooks, and this is just clear winning. Like, look how sexy this position looks, right? But, of course, I missed it. I saw it a move later. I go for this check anyway, because I have this beautiful knight move, allowing me to come into the position, and winning this pawn. The funny thing is, I saw this idea of winning this pawn like 2 steps before, and then when it actually came to this move, I completely missed it. I just forgot it was an option. And here I have this brilliant move. I feel like a genius. Not really. The point here is if he takes, let's say he takes here, I felt like I was completely winning because I have this passed pawn very close to promoting. I have this attacking both bishops, and I have a potential back rank checkmate, right? Not necessarily with the rook right now because of this bishop, but I figured it was a good move. I was right. My opponent takes. We go for this kind of set of trades. I finally take that pawn, and then I mess up my advantage and just let him capture a pawn, which was very stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. And so I feel like I have a really good position here. And then he comes in with this beautiful move, forking my bishop and pawn. But thankfully, even though he has an additional pawn, he can't really do anything. And a bunch of moves later, it just turns into a draw. At least I didn't lose that game. Now I have a rule: if I lose 2 games in a row, I stop. The problem happens when you draw, lose a game, draw, lose 2 games, because you could go down elo, even though you're drawing games. But I'm still sticking by my rule. And after this and the next loss, I do take a break until actually right now. So here I get this beautiful thing, which is the Vienna Gambit. And my memory is just getting, I don't know, I'm forgetting all of these ideas. And this is the book move, and I remembered it being the book move. I remember some of these moves. But then I don't really know how to take advantage of this position. I don't know how to get rid of this annoying bishop. Like, I think this move is bad because it just ruins my king's safety, and my opponent has a queen and a bishop, and it doesn't seem right. Now, computer seems to not like it much either, but, well, we'll see what happens. I don't end up doing that. See, queen should have been on d3 or d4. I think the whole point, again, to get out of this pin. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take here. This was stupid. This is obviously an annoying kind of position for my opponent. Or at least it seems like it to me. Maybe not. Anyway, I kind of play way too passively. We trade, And everything's actually looking fine. I end up protecting that pawn. And we're shuffling pieces. And my opponent takes a lot of time. So I'm like, I'm going to win off time. Every time I think I'm going to win off time, I make too many mistakes. I'm not thinking carefully enough. And here the mistake was not bringing my bishop back to safety. And I saw this discovered kind of battery. But I didn't know how to handle it. And I had no way to really handle it. And you could see it right here. Everything gets taken, and at the end of everything, I'm just down everything, essentially. And so, I go on to lose that game. And this is the last game before we play a game. And this was against Aloha Lin. So obviously from Hawaii. That's Sweden, right? That's, yeah, from Sweden. And the first few moves go like this. Maybe I'm playing worse because I'm getting matched up against people from other countries, from similar time zones or whatever. People who play around this time. And they're just better. That's probably not true. But anyway, I knew this would open up his rook, but I thought it was fine. Because I'm getting into the position. And here I completely blunder, but he doesn't see it. For those wondering what the blunder is, it was this, I think? Because then, even if I take his queen, he takes my queen. I might have actually seen this. I'm not sure. I think the problem here is he's up a piece, right? Sometimes doing the calculation is confusing. Anyway, we were both dumb and don't really see it. I finally take here because I realize he's getting into my position and I see no good moves. And I was kind of right. I was basically losing in this position. A few games I've been just pushing too many pawns. And I kind of I castle into this attack. You know, I opened the file for his rook and it's not coming in handy. And I'm just trying to play quickly now, again, to win off of time. But okay, in this case I was just losing. And I'm trying to find some creative ways, maybe to check, to find some perpetual to win the rook. But my opponent, kudos to them, they're paying attention. They're not making any blunders. And, you know, my queen's almost in the position, but we go for this, and I resign because this is me. And all of that results in this next game, which will basically make me a 1700 rated or even a 16 something rated player, meaning that I lose 100 elo points essentially if I lose this game. Yeah, I might be under 1700 after this game, so yeah. And I'm versing Hawkeye, so you never know what might happen. And it looks like the French. That is the French, right? I'm not crazy. Here I like the Tartakower. That's not the Tartakower variation. I forgot the name. People usually don't take here. So I don't even know if taking back is correct. Rubinstein variation. I think I actually saw this in a video I was watching, and it was saying most people don't play this variation, so kind of interesting. I'm just gonna take here. And we're gonna come here to make sure everything is defended. I might develop this knight next. I don't know if the bishop development was good. We'll just develop the... Oh, he's gonna castle soon. We'll develop the knight. Now this could get hit, so I kind of want to do this as well. We'll just develop this way. If he attacks the center, we have this move. Let's just castle. Looks a little frustrating, but not the end of the world. We have this, 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 this. No. I think we got to keep the center pawn and not push. Now, it's kind of dumb to castle into the line where he has a lot of firepower. And I would assume the engine is going to say that was a mistake, but that's okay. Yeah, I was meaning to do c3 anyway, so he just gave me a good reason to do that. We have queen b3, having eyes on b7 possibly. I love how neither one of us, we both essentially just spent a minute. Wow, it's like he knew I was going to go queen b3, okay. I could go queen a4. This targets the knight and prevents the bishop from coming out and allows our bishop to come in for a trade, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's do it. Now he could come here to defend, in which case I kind of feel stupid about this decision. But then maybe we have queen b5. And everything here is still defended. The pawns are doing a good job here. Yeah, I think this is a good move. And I'm gonna try not to think about time as an option here. Okay. So obviously he can attack our queen, but I don't think his queen position there is great. And again, we have this move, and actually if the pawn attacks, it doesn't look great. So we'll probably bring the queen back if something like that happens. I think we eventually have to push this pawn forward. Okay, that does look like an annoying move. This looks interesting, but not really. Huh. Here, he has so many things that could take there. I don't like this move, but feels necessary. Something like this. 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 Does he have enough firepower for a mate? This, and we have a rook coming in? Yeah, I don't think sacking his bishop makes sense here. Okay. He's clearly attacking this bishop. Oh, he has so much firepower here, man. This is not good. I'm gonna bring the bishop back. I want the knight to come here and here, forking. I don't even know how good of a decision that is. The rook can just move. No, it can't, because then we take his queen. But he could potentially have some strong attack like this. That would be a very strong... Yeah, actually, never mind. That would be too strong of an attack, maybe. I'm kind of tempted to take, because it does open our queen, which is very nice. Seems very nice, at least. But why do we want to play into what he wants? Like, maybe the bishop takes and that's annoying, but we could push the bishop back if takes. Does he have some sort of trap here? No, because queen. I'm gonna take. Yeah. Again, this knight move looks tempting, but I really don't think this is a good... He has so many things on me. Here... Like, yeah, I can come here. If he sacks and I take, then my queen actually doesn't have eyes anymore over here. He could check. No, he can't, because their knight would take back. So he would take, then check. Knight comes back. Yeah, I don't think he has an attack. Let's just attack his bishop. We'll pre-move this in case he wants to sack it. If we miss something, we miss something. His bishop won't be on this line anymore. So that's good. Okay, I did not wait, does this still do the same thing? Take, check, side. No. I don't think that works. Wow. I think he blundered. This doesn't make sense. Takes. I mean, he's in our back rank, but... I don't know, we could even take and we're close to promoting. Like, I don't know, it seems crazy. We could alternatively go like this, but that looks stupid. Alright, no need to overthink this. I almost moved the queen there. Jesus. Okay, now I'm scared that this will lead to something. Then we have this. What if we just push it? Oh, let's take. This queen could take here. Okay, yeah. I was looking to see if he has any tricky line. Oh, my queen doesn't watch h4 anymore. This could be a problem. I think rook d1, but then he doubles up. Oh, he has... Jesus, I almost... Nope, that would have been a blunder. Let's go here. Oh, that is a blunder. Take. I can't take because then he takes with check. Wait, that's not a... I just blunder a pawn. That's not the end of the world. Still not the best. Okay, I was gonna say if I can move this rook, that would be great. My opponent just gave me an opportunity to move this rook. Let's go here. Now something like this I don't think works. I was expecting that. What if I come here attacking? It's just a one-move attack. One-move attacks are not to be kind of done. But it does protect our bishop. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. He might come here. That's what I would think about. Can we just hold this position? I wonder. Okay. Here. I feel like he made a passive move. Okay, we only have 4 minutes against 6 too. The point of this is to push this pawn. Oh my god, he's so clever. Unless we come here. Then he's not clever. Now he could go for the check. No, wouldn't make sense. I didn't consider this move, but I don't think it works. We just take. He has no check. Okay. Now which way do we take? I think we take with the bishop. So we could do this. Another no, better move would have been push the pawn, discovered attack on the rook. Ah, we still kind of have it. Hoo hoo hoo! We got him. Well, we didn't really get him. I think he could just move here. We could have gotten him, maybe. I'm not sure. His knight is out of the game for now, pretty much, though, which is nice. Okay, this is a clever move. A very clever move. I think that actually makes it so that I messed up. What if we'll counterattack? Something like takes, 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 takes. I'm playing not very smartly. Then if he moves here, we have this. He can move his king closer. We push the pawn. Now I think his... Wow, I don't think that was his best option, to be honest. Now we could come here. Oh, he has this move. Ooh! I completely missed that. Okay. Takes. Here. This knight is too strong. I was thinking if there was a way to like push the pawn here and then go for a check or something. Nope, I messed this up. I totally messed that up. He also has this move. Then I have this. Okay. If I come here, he has the check. So we're gonna attack. So so we could win this pawn. We're running low on time. But we could still think. I think this works. Please work. Because if it doesn't, we lost 100 elo in like a few weeks. I don't know. In a very short amount of time. Like 2 weeks, maybe? I think we come here, attacking the knight. Yep, I think we come here. Now he comes here attacking our... Bro, knights are so annoying. Are you freaking kidding me? At least it's making him think. We have this. Maybe we could trap him. No, if he comes here, that doesn't work. What if we come here? Did not expect that move. Oh, I come here, he has this check. Ooh! Yeah, I have to move the rook. He checks, we get closer. Are we trapping him? We're not. But I can move the bishop here now. And his knight is... Ooh, he's attacking this pawn. If he checks us, I think we trap the knight. Okay, so he doesn't. Can he do anything to us? I don't think so. We're gonna just win this pawn. All of that. We got him down to almost our time, which is good. Probably good just to push this pawn now. Yep. I actually don't know what to do now. And I have a minute. Probably don't want his knight to move. So I'm gonna come here. Move this here. His knight doesn't have any useful place to go. Maybe we bring our bishop there. a little bit stressing. Bring the bishop here. Okay, we need to move something. Now his knight can come here. Can we go here? Yes, we can. And that traps the knight. The knight is trapped already. This might be a draw. Unless I run out of time. Which is completely possible. Maybe rook here is interesting. Okay. Do we have anything? Do we have anything here? I don't see it. We're gonna go for the draw. Is he gonna take our pawn? Oh, this is a blunder. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I think this is a draw. Here, check, here, takes, here, here. I don't have time to do this. I hope it works. No. Oh. This is a draw. I think this is a textbook draw. As long as I don't screw up the opposition and stuff. But I only have 11 seconds. Yep, that's a draw. Come on. Textbook draw. Textbook draw. Oh. I just dropped something. Let's go! I wonder what rating my opponent was. Bro, what are you thinking about? You're this high rated and you don't know that this is... Let's go. Oh, it was a 1700. Well, I didn't lose. I lost 90 rating. My peak was 1797. Like a month ago. Maybe a little less than a month ago. I don't even remember, but maybe half a month ago. Like, since coming to Finland, I lost 50 to 100 rating. Or to 97 rating. But I didn't lose 100. So, let's go. Anyway. Okay, so neither one of us blundered. And at one point, my opponent had a really huge advantage, according to the engine. And now, look, we changed colors. So the Rubinstein variation, all of this was normal. We had a 0.8 advantage, but then we lost that advantage. I'm assuming the knight development? Yeah. This looks much better than just pushing your bishop to stare into nothing. And our bishop had an opportunity to come to g5, attacking the queen, possibly. So I don't know what I was thinking with the bishop move. Very dumb move. Anyway, all of this happens. Wow, the pawn move wasn't even good. I should have been on the attack here. Yeah, I didn't recognize that at all. I was just scared of losing. Look how passively and defensively I had to play. Yeah, and I thought trading here was good for me. And here was not good. Bishop was supposed to... Oh no, he just goes back to safety. Because he's still threatening a lot of stuff here. I guess that's the idea. So taking was good here. And here put me at a huge disadvantage. Why? He came here, I came there, and then he lost his advantage. So he was... Okay, so I was right. This is the reason I would be down a pawn here. Something like this. I guess my opponent just didn't want to do it, or didn't see it. But I'm surprised I saw it. So, okay, being down a pawn is serious at this level as well. Here I thought everything was fine, and I found the best move to get out of all the danger. Which is good. Here everything looks good. I should have developed my rook. Right, there's no threat on f2 anymore. And here I was trying to be clever. Well, I just want to see if there's anything too crazy that I missed, because the computer seemed to show that I just completely missed a crazy move. I'm happy how I dealt with knight movements, because usually I'm not that good at dealing with it. I'm going to assume I missed something here. Oh, all of this was fine. Okay, taking here was bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was right. Okay, it's because he didn't move in the wrong direction. He was supposed to keep the opposition right here. He probably had to go king g3. Yep, king g3 was the move. He made a simple blunder, or a simple mistake, and then I played it beautifully. Oh, well, thanks for watching, guys. If you watched this far, say Hawkeye, because that's the person's username, and it's cool, and it's sick, and that's why we drew, and I didn't win. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. See you next time. Bye-bye.